Today is June 1st, 2021. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good rotation of the earth. Welcome to the World Crown. For those of you just joining us for the very first time, I welcome you. The World Crown is an educational experience for both the religious and those who were not taught about the wisdom, the light, and the inspiration of the Holy Spirit in their lives. The World Crown is a new central government, endowed by its creator and blessed by the power of God's Holy Spirit, who makes manifest the destiny of all nations and peoples. The judgment of God proceeds from the World Crown, and the words of the messenger anointed by the Holy Spirit to teach, administer, and facilitate the judgment of God during the tribulation and advent of God, which continues afterwards. The justice of God is a critical form of support to our world from the Holy Spirit. For this verifiable and measurable justice, I offer thanks to the Holy Spirit on behalf of the good people of the planet. I offer everyone my prayers and personal assurance that the justice of God will see to it that every single conspiracy being waged against the good people of our planet comes to an end. Judgment is a period of time when the earth and the people, the good souls of angels, require emergency care and attention. The judgment of the earth is the protection of God from all forms of evil and corruption. During the judgment, preference and understanding is shown to good people and children. The judgment of God is the protection of God and the reason why so many souls believe in God. During judgment, everything is judged, but not everything is saved. God cannot save evil, so evil can continue in conspiracy against you. During the judgment of God, one of the goals of the Holy Spirit is to set people straight about many things, especially matters of life, faith, business, and government, and all matters of importance. During the judgment, we try to warn people that no matter how intelligent, racist, atheist, or clever they think they are, they cannot continue in their conspiracies against children, women, and men. During the judgment of God, we write in many different ways to illustrate our point. It is my desire to keep you company during the judgment with bits of news and writing, also with tender words, honest words, hopeful words, and words of judgment, a necessary part of the government and ministry of the World Crown. Again, I welcome you to the World Crown, and I am happy to address you. The first order of business is our status. Mass media, political news, and general information remain in a state of emergency. When the emergency is over, we will be sure to confirm it here at the World Crown, throughout our network, and then on wireless, television, cable, and radio. The first reminder today is 9/11 emergency assistance. 9/11 emergency assistance is now a universal and planetary emergency code. It is not promoted as it should be. It was initiated several years ago. If it does not work in your country, make sure to call your local operator for emergency assistance. The 9/11 emergency can be used to access the police, ambulance services, firefighters, and medical assistance. The next order of business is technology. I recently had a small technological emergency. A government computer in Mexico last month did not recognize my fingerprints. If this can happen, retina scans can also be affected. These things have their technical points that still need to be worked out. Like I said before, if you dial 911 for emergency assistance and it does not work, call your local operator for help. Political news and general information are still in a state of emergency. I have advised on many channels to keep tabs on political news and information so nothing takes you by surprise. As long as the information emergency is in effect, all investment strategies and businesses that do not offer accurate information on the political climate of the nation where they operate will be considered suspicious by investors. For people who live in countries where only political information is a problem, I ask the Holy Spirit to give you peace and assure you that despite great changes in government, no one is going to force capitalism on anyone. In addition, former communist countries who do not have a royal to present to the world crown will be responsible conservative government administrations until one is made manifest by the Holy Spirit. I remind everyone that a royal is a leader chosen by God and a hard-working man or woman. The problem with royals in the past has long been elitism, and we want to change that image by working hard, just like everyone else does. The next order of business for the tribulation month of 2021 is another congratulations on the upcoming graduations of men and women, young and old. I congratulate all of you who are scheduled to graduate this year or whom have completed the requirements to move on to the next grade. I encourage everyone who is graduating or not to pray to the Holy Spirit for yourselves, your family, and your world, which is confused by terrorism in many different ways. My graduation gift to everyone is a prayer. I pray that the Holy Spirit multiply your wisdom. I pray everyone learn what the wisdom of the Holy Spirit is and how it can help you in your lives, jobs, businesses, and careers. Like those before you, I ask the Holy Spirit to help you as you go out like sheep among wolves into a world that is in tribulation. It is a world filled with false political news and false information. I am confident, however, inside this difficult situation, which we all face together, that the goodness of providence will shine forth in every nation of this world. I give thanks and praise to our Holy Spirit, without whose help we would be perpetually overrun. For your graduation and general lives, I pray for healing for all those who are physically and psychologically sick. I pray for wisdom from the Holy Spirit to help us to be better people and to guide us every day in all that we need to do. Prayer for ourselves and each other is a reminder that we are in fact souls, the angels of heaven, and in this way the Holy Spirit is moved to help us. I pray that the month of June and your graduation day is filled with goodness, friends, and family. Our graduation gift to you is prayer, truth, and justice. And so I pray against corruption and tyranny and for a good blessing on the judgment of God every day. May you learn and grow in wisdom each day as the world crown and the Holy Spirit works with you and for you. June 2021. June is the 6th month of the year in the Julian and Gregorian calendars and has a length of 30 days. The highlight of this month is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. The summer solstice occurs on June 20. For you lovers of astrology, June starts in the sign of Gemini and ends in the sign of Cancer. These things used to be very important to monotheists. We used to chart their prayers to the Holy Spirit in the constellations. I think that is so sensitive to go to all that trouble just for a prayer. I am inclined to think that prayers appealing to the Holy Spirit for a good husband or wife, for shelter, for good food and water, or even for a good ox to till the ground, prevailed in the stars. When such things, such as prayers to the Holy Spirit and monotheism, are combined with the stars, it makes our place in the universe all the more special. In June, the best flowers are those flowers which attract you the most, and all of which always go well with a gift basket. Today in history, we begin to bless all marriages, physically from the world crown, with our eyes closed, not desiring to disappoint our Holy Spirit, whose love is greater than all of us put together. In marriage, let the man search for the desires of the heart of his bride and do his best to give her what she wants or likes. Let the groom, like the bride, consider their chosen marital partner as equal to themselves. Marriage is not about diamonds or riches, but about compatibility and honesty, with the hope of bringing angels into the world and having a long-lasting, happy, and enduring relationship. I pray that the Holy Spirit strengthen you well into your old age, encourage you every day of your lives, and multiply your wisdom and desire for each other and your families. May our precious, tender Holy Spirit bless your marriages today and every day of your lives. The next order of business is public health militaries. Public health militaries are advancing better in some countries than others. They are a necessary instrument together with good government and police force to help build up the self-esteem of each nation. They will provide men and women with a chance to begin their education, play sports, and help them to choose a career. The benefits of a 2-year enlistment in public health militaries are many. In closing, I again pray for your health and for every country. I want to encourage everyone to take care of your health and to breathe fresh air every day. I want to encourage everyone to be kind to each other and to help each other. May the prayers of those who struggle be answered by the Holy Spirit with all diligence and priority. If you are struggling in your marriage commitment, I pray the Holy Spirit give you the wisdom to decide what is best for your lives and to help you and all those affected by your marriage to find solutions to sometimes difficult questions. Where there is physical separation or divorce from marital partners, let there be no separation from the Holy Spirit, who is with you always, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. My peace I give you. May the peace of the Holy Spirit of God that surpasses all understanding also be with you. May the good people be blessed and saved every day. Thank you and God bless you, and have a great summer and a great month of June 2021. That's it. Amen.